Then we got into Gears E-Day Direct. Michael, score this one up. Where did you, after you saw everything from the reveal of co-op, the multiplayer tease, what we're kind of getting into as the ground story, as this all takes place before Gears starts initially, that kind of deal, right? Like, where are you at? What was your score?
For the direct or for E-Day?
The direct for E-Day.
I mean, to be honest, I really feel like the direct lost a lot of its push just because the opening trailer gave so much away, right? I mean, yes, we got a little bit about the story, but we knew it was going to be at the start. We E-Day, you know, they'd already teased that this is a prelude, right? So
yeah,
I'm just going to give the direct an incomplete just because I think they unfortunately, just the pacing for me, while I agree, I think it was a great idea for the showcase to start with Gears of War and all that. We really didn't see much, right? A lot of the direct was just replaying clips from what we saw in that first, you know, sort of opening scene and the opening gameplay. I mean, yeah, I mean, to me, I don't really think we learned. I mean, it would have been crazy to not have co-op and multiplayer Gears. I feel like you could have penciled those in very darkly into what was coming, right? And then they just kind of teased them. So, yeah, I mean, to me, it's hard to score the direct because I think Xbox correctly front-loaded the show with Gears. So the direct to me was, you know, I'm not that deep into Gears where all of that was like, oh my gosh, right? So that's where I would put it, right? I mean, they did what they did. I would have rather maybe, if you wanted the direct to be cool, save that gameplay and then kind of open with that. But that's where I'm at on it.
Yeah. Yeah. As the more I saw, the more I felt better about it. I'm there with an 8 at the end of the day. I think it was a solid direct, kind of opened the eyes a little bit more for me to see. Like, we got snippets here and teases there of Gears E-Day, but this is really showing me, okay, yes, I think Gears is back. I think that's the other side of it too, right? Gears is one of their frontliners, and it should be. It's a known staple for Xbox. Then you need to make it that, because you lost it with Halo a long time ago. So can they get at least a bit of that fandom return back, right, when it comes to Gears? And I think pulling this off is definitely maybe something that Halo Studios should look at when building the next Halo game, right? Yeah, I think
I agree.
Gears has changed a couple things, from the movement to adding jump to the slide mechanic. Like, there's a couple questions I'm gonna, and I'm more on the line with you. Like, my wife and I play the Gears series to jump in, play the co-op campaign, and then bounce. I'm not here for the multiplayer, right? I will check out the multiplayer, and if I have enough buddies who are playing, I will play too. But I'm not, okay, man, I got like half an hour, I'm jumping into Gears multiplayer. That's not who I am, right? So to play the campaign, I'm definitely down. Looking forward to it. I think the art style, like they said, they weren't going for the hyper realism, but dude, it looks fucking detailed. It looks incredibly well.
Yeah, it does.
So there's a lot into it. I think that the coalition have really worked on to make sure that, yeah, you know who Dom is, you know who Marcus is. Cool. This is them now in 2026. I think it looks freaking incredible. Happy to get back into the world of Gears. October 6th. By October 29th, do we continue to talk about Gears, or are we done?
I mean, that's tough. I mean, Gears and Call of Duty have kind of always had this sort of mini rivalry, right? I mean, kind of up there with Battlefield. That's sort of been those at their peaks were kind of, you know, you're one of three camps. So
yeah,
I think that is a good question, right? I mean, obviously, you know, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. I'm curious, right? By the time, I would say even October 24th, are we going to be talking about Gears, or was Gears great? All right, now all the FPS guys are on to Call of Duty, and the Gears players are playing Gears because they hate Call of Duty. So I'll say yes. I think, as you pointed out, right, I think the Direct did a lot of really good things. I think the game is going to be really, really good. I think the big question is, where do you go next, right? Like, is it we go from the beginning of Marcus and Dom's story, and then the very next Gears, they're gone, right? You know, spoiler alert, sorry, it's been over a decade. I hate to, at that point, right? So that, I think, is going to be the tricky navigation, right, to bring Gears back, as you were saying, is like, okay, we knew Marcus and Dom are iconic. We're going to hit their prelude. Their story's done. Like, where do you go next? So that, I think, is going to be, to me, the tricky part of how do you keep Gears relevant is, what does what would it be Gears 7 technically, right? I mean, they bounced around, so whatever they want to call it. But what does that next Gears look like to keep the franchise relevant when their iconic characters are most likely not going to be there?
Yeah, which is interesting, right? Which I think is one of the reasons why they went back to a prequel to bring back Dom, to bring back Marcus, so they have the two staples for Gears. Like, hey, the guys are back. Don't miss out. But it's at the same time, what do you do next? Where do you go next?
Do you get into like the remasters? Do you go the Halo route where you like?
They did Gears Reloaded though.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you go next. I think that might be the one hard part for Gears is that the story is already so developed that this, I think they'll make another one, but their hype level might be one and done just because people are going to fall so much back in love with Marcus and Dom and then go, okay, but I don't care about these next people in Gears. So it's a tricky slope for them.
Yeah, definitely an interesting one for sure. But yeah, that was the Xbox game showcase and the Gears E-Day Direct. It was, man, definitely one of the better showcases as of late. Glad we were here to attend.
The best one.
Yeah, it is absolutely the best one. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. You can always help us out by hitting the sub, follow, all that good stuff, share this, and leave us a comment. What did you think of the Xbox game showcase and the Gears of War E-Day Direct? There's a lot going on, and we'll be talking about this for some time yet, Michael, because there's still a lot to unpack, and I can hardly wait to go check out my emails. So we'll be getting back into that here real soon. Everybody, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.